Welcome to Purpose. I'm your host, Corie Clark. I'm just a normal girl who decided to go for it. I created a thriving business from the ground up without sacrificing my sanity, and I believe that you can do the same. You were created on purpose, for a purpose, and I fully believe you can turn that purpose into profit. Each week, I'm going to bring you practical advice to help you live your life and grow your business on purpose. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to another episode of Purpose. I'm your host, Corie Clark, and this is going to be a quick little bonus episode. I am so excited to share this little tip or trick that I have for you today, and it has literally helped me accomplish so much. It is how I simplified my life, it's how I wrote my book, and it's how I tackle projects being a busy entrepreneur, raising a family, homeschooling my kids. This one trick has completely changed my life.
One of the most common questions I get, besides how did you come up with the idea of the planner or where did the idea of the Simplicity Project come from, the next most common question I get is, how do you have the time to do all of it, to do everything? And the truth is I really don't have the time to do everything. I just choose where I spend my time and what's more important to me and what's not. But I've seen a lot of entrepreneurs and, influencers saying that you need to block off your days and you need to focus one day on one kind of content and another day on your interviews and another day on, creating your next product. And that makes perfect sense. I totally get that, but I don't have the time for that. I have a very busy, full schedule, and I'm homeschooling my kids and I'm running my business, and it can be really hard to find those big chunks of time to work on things. And I don't even have, it's hard to find time to just work on something for 2 hours, let alone a whole day. So for me, what works for me, and I promise it will work for you, is I actually do things in 15-minute chunks. I fully believe you can do anything for 15 minutes. So when I set out to simplify our house and to simplify our life and to kind of give our life this overhaul and create margin in our life, I did it for 15 minutes at a time. I didn't do a full day overhaul or a full week overhaul. I just figured out, okay, these are the things I want to do, and if I can just spend 15 minutes today working on it, then that's going to be better than not working on it at all. And the same thing with my declutter challenge that thousands of people have gone through. It is a 15-minute a day challenge. It's not go empty your closet for 4 hours and talk to your clothes, and then you walk out of that room and the rest of the house is falling apart. It just doesn't work for some of us. And so for me, with how much I have to do all the time, taking care of my kids, running the business, we're involved in church, there's a lot of things that we do that are important to us that fill up our schedule. So for me to say I don't have time to focus on my business, that's just an excuse. And so I just want to challenge you to make a list of the things that you want to do that you think you don't have enough time to do. Because that's always, if I asked in my private Facebook group, hey, what's keeping you from following your dreams? Most of the people would say time. And so my challenge for you today is to make a list of some things that you want to do, that you've been putting off, that you need to do, and I dare you to set a timer for 15 minutes and bust one of those things out. And if it's a long project, then keep doing it every day. Or if you have another 15 minutes later this afternoon, then do it again for 15 minutes. Or if the kids are gone at a play date and you can do it for a half hour, do it for a half hour. But I know that in this day and age, we are so distracted, and 15 minutes is very doable. Anybody can do something for 15 minutes. And I totally believe that. And that's how I even wrote the Simplicity Project. Sometimes it was just sitting down for 15 minutes and busting out some thoughts. And then a little bit later, another 15 minutes, busting out more thoughts. And then maybe I'd have a half hour at another moment in time, or I would write while my daughter was at ballet. I would just find chunks of time. And so instead of being so hard on yourself that you need to find, a full hour or a full 2 hours or a full day to work on a project, well, yes, I know why that is important. But don't let it keep you from actually working on something if it's not possible for you. You don't have to have a perfect schedule with blocks of 4 hours at a time, or you don't have to spend a full day just in your inbox and then the next day working on content. Some of us, that does not work for. It's not ideal. I don't have an office I can go lock myself into. I have distractions. So instead of making the excuse that I can't do that, so I'm just not going to get anything done, there is no excuse. You can do anything for 15 minutes. So I want you guys to let me know what you're going to work on for 15 minutes today, and 15 minutes tomorrow, and 15 minutes the next. Because I believe you will get more accomplished this week by setting your timer for 15 minutes and just trying to chunk away at a project. So let me know what it is that you're going to work on. I'm excited. I'm here for you. I will cheer you on. And I fully believe that you can change your life just 15 minutes at a time.
That's going to wrap up the bonus episode for this week. Thanks so much for listening, you guys. And if you want to join my free community on Facebook, go ahead and go to the show notes for this episode. And I will have a link to my Facebook group, to my Instagram. I would love to know what you are going to be working on for 15 minutes at a time. And I would love for you to use the hashtag anything for 15. So go ahead, post your pictures, let me know what you're working on, whether it's decluttering your house or going for a walk or building your business. I promise you, you can accomplish something in 15 minutes. So snap a picture, tag me on Instagram, and use the hashtag anything for 15. So use the number 15, hashtag anything, FOR 15. All right, you guys, I'm excited to see what you can accomplish just 15 minutes at a time. I will see you right here next week on a brand new episode of Purpose.